goat industry in the Philippines. When and how the commodity was introduced to the country? From 1970 to 80, large importation of Nubians attracted farmers to upgrade their native stocks with the impressive features of Nubians. Purpose of upgrading was towards goat meat production, and very few farms were into dairy production. Thus, there is paucity of information with regards to the performance of imported dairy goats. In 2012, the Asian-Australasian Dairy Goat Network (ADN) was established to serve all stakeholders including researchers, academicians, policymakers, farmers and investors, and milk and other dairy processors to promote dairy goat farming in Asia-Australasia. It aims to facilitate generation, collection, dissemination and exchange of knowledge, provide technical, institutional and policy support, promote improved and sustainable dairy goat farming in the Asian-Australasian region. Third Biennial Conference in China. DOST National Dairy Goat S&T Program. According to Secretary Mario Comentejo, goats can turn country into a land of milk in 2 years. The goat that many of us belittle is actually a gold mine. CARD. Help ease country's importation of milk. Healthier for babies and senior citizens, being non-allergenic and more digestible. More financially rewarding. Increased milk yield in backyard farms from 45 liters in 90 days to 135 liters in 180 days and 360 liters in 180 days in commercial farms. Increased milk yield to 150% by 2017. Major areas of production 2015. Number of heads from 2005 to 2015. Volume of production from 2005 to 2015. Per capita consumption from 2005 to 2015. Graphical representation of per capita consumption. Value of production from 2005 to 2015. Factors that triggered changes in production. Prices, meat consumption, environmental conditions, policies, capital, labor. Present status of the goat industry. Renewed interest on the financial viability of goat milk production. Awareness on the health benefits of goat's milk. Application of science in breeding and nutrition. Commercial dairy goat farmers are now more selective of the breeders that they import. Lesser government support vis-à-vis the other milk sources, buffalo and cattle. Mainly private sector-led dairy goat development projects. National goat herd, mainly meat type, are mostly found in Central Visayas, Southern Mindanao, Central Mindanao, Western Visayas, Ilocos region. Big dairy goat farms are located in Batangas, Tarlac, Sorsogon and Camarines Norte in Luzon, Davao, Misamis Oriental and North Cotabato in Mindanao. As of 2013, there were 39,069 dairy animals, cattle, buffalo and goats. While the total numbers of the cattle, buffalo, and goats were decreasing, those being used as dairy animals increased by 27% from 2006 to 2012. The increase in the number of dairy animals can be attributed to the importation of dairy cattle and dairy buffalo by the government. Renewed interest by private sector in case of dairy goats. Dairy goat population varies. NDA -1,638. Card -6,379 with 600 on milk. Goat is known as the poor man's cow, because children and folks who cannot afford cow milk prefer to drink goat milk. Farmers raise goats either for backyard farming or for commercial scale, since it is cheaper and easier to manage than other livestock animals. Usually smallhold or backyard farming of goats. Farmers in the uplands usually raise goats, since it is where leguminous forage and fodder crops including grasses abound. Profile of commodity farmers. They had uplifted their family standard and could send their children to school. With the income they gained, the quality of their lives quite improved. They are more aware of the alternative feeds and how they could improve the fertility of the pasture area to have a better grazing management. They practiced the cut and carry system to control the excessive grasses and maintain the appearance of the farm. They constructed shed-type housing to minimize disease and parasitic problems. Benefits of the small farmers from the intervention. They performed deworming to monitor the health and sanitary of their enterprise. They culled sick and defective goats, as well as goats with low performance and abnormalities. Mostly, they used Anglo-Nubian goats, since they are informed that this breed was known for its good performance which they could purchase at the cheapest price. They based their sire to breed on the performance, progeny and through recommendations from the experts. Government programs/policies. Small Ruminant Breeder Farm Accreditation Program. Animal Genetic Resource Improvement and Conservation Program. Animal Genetic Infusion Project. Accelerating the Genetic Resource Improvement Program for Beef Cattle and Small Ruminants, AGRIPS. Goat Production Project for the Accelerated Hunger Mitigation Program, GPPOMP. Mutton Development Program, MDP. Capron Arthritis Encephalitis Control Program. Brucellosis Prevention and Control Program. Philippine Native Animal Development Program, Native Goats. Organic Livestock Program. Technologies. Home-based dairy processing technologies for converting milk into high-value products like cheese and yogurt.